Hello everyone, I'm Plasmawarrior, as you may like to call me, that guy with the afro. Now before we begin, I want to make sure I get one thing out of the way. This is not another one of those rants about certain people, Silverville, because honestly, this does not explain what I'm about to tell you. Now, I want to make sure you get this out of the way as well. I actually like VTubers. I find them creative, and I thought, you know what, over the course of the last year, they've done everything they could to ruin their chances of success rather than enhance them for the most part. Now, there are outliers. I mean, let's be honest, there always are. But my point about this is pretty damn simple, if you ask me. The whole VTuber uprising hashtag being put out on Twitter lately. Now, I'm going to say this outright. What the fucking hell is wrong with these people right now? I mean, don't get me wrong. I get what they're trying to do, but how they're doing it is completely useless. It's almost like watching a Jacksonville Jaguars game in the past 10 years. Oh yeah, I went there. Proud Titans fan. Although the postseason didn't work out for me very well. But seriously though, I've been saying this for the past year or so with most of the VTubers, and you can go back and watch that. No need for me to go ahead and make people remember what the hell Isabel Electrum and Ione Sanchez, good luck yen, slash Ichien, you get the idea. Don't need to go back on that. What I'm saying is there are 4 problems with this hashtag, and it's not just because somebody decided to make a relation that pets are food for Asians. Fuck you, bitch! Sorry, I'm not getting off that ever. You think I would? I have to work with conventions. If I do that, I'm betraying half the people I usually talk to anyway. So let's get that out of the way. And now to the point. Number 1, now is not a good time for the word uprising to begin with. Do you know what's going on in the United States right now? After all the things that happened with the nation's capital and all that, I gotta be very honest with you. That's actually the worst wording you could possibly have. That might be the least important factor about this, but it's a factor. Let's get this out of the way. No, the president did not incite violence. People just want to be a bitch about it again. You know what? How much do you want me to go on the current president? I use that in air quotes. Oh, that's another rant for another day. But anyway, you don't want the word uprising because at this point, people are on such high edge. The first thing they'll think about is, are you going to attack us maybe? No, I know that. But you get the idea that, wait a sec. These guys are being hostile, and at this point, you don't want anything to do with hostility. You might want to say something like VTuber movement or something like that. That would make more sense. But uprising, at this point in time, it's a very sensitive subject. We're not even 2 weeks removed from the president-elect, quote unquote, being in office. So, really, guys? You have to use that word? Better wording would have been helpful. This is just more like you're being attitude-based, and that's not a good thing. The second thing I gotta say is, I know there's been a lot of people being shadow banned, particularly on the VTuber slash LewTuber side. And at this point, you don't want anything to do to upset Twitch or Twitter or Discord either. You don't want anything to do with upset YouTube. You don't want people who are... There are people who are not like me and not very much sensitive to VTubers who are basically wanting to destroy you. And this is like, hey, look what they're trying to do. Flag them, flag them, flag them. They're trying to do that all the damn time. And quite frankly, that's a very scary attitude to have as well. Now, I don't recommend people do that, of course, but let's just say there are people online that you probably would rather be a little bit more careful about how things are said. In fact, I don't know what the hell happened, but particularly when I go through the people are against you phase, there was one LewTuber, Penelope Ayres, basically the sister of Athena Ayres in character, who was taken off of CB. I'm not going to say the name out loud because this is YouTube. Because, oh, by the way, I don't know. Look, you don't want to give these people any more opportunity to can you right now. Hell, I'm pretty sure if they wanted to, they would just go ahead and ban Project Melody again. The other two not being justified, but they would love to just say, we've had enough drama like this. You don't want that to happen. Stay away from that point. And number 3, we're on the subject. I get you being friends with everyone else. I get you being good with other people. But I've said this multiple times. I'll say it again. The best thing you can do is work independently. Right now, you don't want to be attached to anything that's been going on with other particularly negative tubers, as I like to say it. But mainly, you know who I'm talking about. You've seen those videos, no big deal. But my problem with this is, why would you lump yourself with some people who legitimately are going to bring everyone else down? And yes, I've said it before, work independently. That's probably your best bet. Don't work independently and be more like, I've got to cater to these people. And I'm pretty much sure 90% of the people watching this video who aren't VTubers are going to be done watching you, period. Look, I'm trying to come up with my own VTuber. I'll admit that. I like the idea, but we're not going to bend over backwards just to please the overlord that is Project Melody. Come on, let's be honest. I've said that multiple times. The 4th problem, one that I'm going to say, this one really, really affects everybody. Why aren't you working on your own talent? Huh? I mean, I get it. I'm just one guy in a bedroom with his webcam. But at least I'm using my talent. This is me. This isn't some, okay, I'm writing off the back of some other universe, Yeah, I could easily flash my credentials about conventions, and there you go. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for this guy. Look at this. That is a Dragon Con t-shirt. Yeah, I could be saying because I worked with Dragon Con, blah, 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 blah. And they're still a great convention, don't get me wrong. But all that aside, it's because I'm me and this is the personality you get. I don't have to rely on someone else's standings or some other kind of genre to make me work. It's my work, it's unedited, and that's why I like doing it. Because you get me. I told everyone this is no fakeness. Now, good personalities will be magnetic. They're not something you have to rely on someone else to run the show or be with another character. The more connected you are, the less magnetic you actually get to people outside that group. And eventually people get pulled apart from you. That's what I believe is going wrong with Project Melody, but I have a lot more of that information on another video. I'm trying to work on some other stuff. That video probably is going to come out sooner or later. I just don't have time for it right now. I have to go to work tomorrow morning, in fact. But my point is, I have not seen a lot of creativity coming out of the VTuber universe except for maybe the occasional random game streamer that actually has no bias toward anything. They're just, oh, we're here to have fun, Okay, good. But bear in mind, personality wins out 95% of any kind of live performances. Content is also important, like gaming wise. Being a good gamer helps, but right now there's no gaming here. I'm not playing Call of Duty or Capcom vs. SNK 2 or Madden. You get the idea. It's just my personality is telling you you've got to work on your own. And a lot of people are using the same trend, I'm afraid. A lot of the same, let's dance, stream everything. Yay! Like that. And while that works for a while, and it will definitely help you for a short term, the long haul is, so what? I can see 5,000 of those in a minute. I think the problem with VTubers is that they try too hard to hide their personality. And I'm not saying you have to show your face on camera. That's not what this is about. They try too hard to be something they're not. And a lot of them are just too away from what reality is. Now, I'll say it like this. You don't have to be a character. You don't have to be some magical creature from the fifth dimension. You don't even have to be quote-unquote human to get my attention. You just have to be a good personality on stream. I'm going to ask an honest question here, and you can go in and put it in the comments below if you want to. When was the last time that actually happened outside of maybe Project Melody? And even she's not that great of a gaming personality. An adult streamer, she's pretty good, but there are better out there. I don't know. I mean, Vex Ruby, maybe? I'm just saying, look, you want this hashtag to continue trending, it's gonna backfire in the long run. I don't know who's gonna be watching, but I pray it's not Twitch right now. I pray they're not trying to shut you down as it is. Again, maybe there needs to be a bit of change on this. But the longer people are not liking you, and there are people who don't like VTubers, the harder it's gonna get. I don't think this hashtag is a good idea. I think the design behind it is a good one. You know, like something like VTuber appreciation, that might have been more important. But on the same end, it's way too much of the same problem, way too much of everybody besides you, and you've got to make your name out there and stop depending on the VTuber idea to keep you going. Otherwise, I hate to say it, this hashtag is actually pretty bad. Now, I can't tell you much about my own VTuber idea because right now it's still in development. We're working on it. I'm not the person who's going to be running it. Hint, hint. But I will say it's coming. How soon? When? I'm giving about a 6 to 7 month time frame when we actually have the finished product ready to go. I'm just not sure if I can explain more than that right now. There will be a day. It's coming. But for right now, like, share, and subscribe to this video. Donate to my PayPal at plasmawarrior2002@gmail.com. I've got a coffee now. And of course, it's Plasmawarrior. Just look it up on Ko-fi. CO-FI. Also, people wonder if I'm going to get Cash App. Yeah, I don't really like Cash App because it's tied too much to my phone. And, you know, phone and things, if it gets stolen, problem. So I'm not really a big fan of that. I use that in emergencies. But generally, YouTube, Facebook, pretty much those are the mediums I'm trying to work with. I'm hoping to find something else because of the constant censorship deal. Don't pretend it's not happening. I saw 4 channels that I subscribe to that aren't political just die in the last month. So I'm looking to see that. I'm using my phone more to record and then upload because I'm worried about my videos getting taken down by the big tech stuff. But anyway, I think right now this hashtag is an idea that needs to be done in a different way. If you can do that, I think you'll be successful. If not, good luck trying to convince me you're not Project Melody 2.0's toxicity level. Don't even get me started on Kiro Usagi again. Later.